Hey fam, I just wanted to kick off here and share with you as I get prepared to go on this trip to Thailand here in 2 weeks. I'll be heading out. It's a lot of preparation on the front end on getting things together, little trips. I mean, it is as easy as booking a trip and throwing stuff in a backpack and going. I mean, it can be that easy as long as you have your passport and you are going to a place that doesn't need a visa. So we'll kind of talk about those things as we go here, but I wanted to share with you the things that I have and why that I have them prepped and for any trip that you guys go on. So I want to really speak to my kids here because this is just a thing that I could share with you just from my time traveling and what I'm doing here on this solo trip, and can't wait to take you guys next time. So I'm gonna just give you a highlight of the things that you're going to probably need as you go. You want to think through some of these things because some of it does require a little prep work. And so I'm here to help you with that. So let's take a look. All right, so what have I assembled out on this yard here today as I'm prepping for this trip? So the first thing is, let's go with the big backpack. So new backpack, just want it to be big enough to go, but honestly, not taking a whole lot of stuff. In fact, you'll see at the end of this part just how little I'm going to be actually taking. So let's start with passport, because without a passport, you're not going anywhere. Make sure your passport is up to date, bottom line. If your passport is damaged or whatever, which mine was, I had to send mine in and get a whole new one, and it took extra long time, but I did that in advance. So I've been setting up for this trip for about 6 months, 5 months, and so I was ready. So I have my passport. I also have my vaccinations of all the things from my trips that I've gone on and what I need for this trip. And so every place is different. Not a whole lot that I didn't already have. I think the only thing I still need to do is typhoid, but that's an oral medication and I'm doing that right now. So other than that, I'm all up to date. And so the next thing is power, because of course, being a powered generation, your phone's just not going to plug into any wall outlet around the world. So not everybody is American, know that. And so we've got that in my waterproof. I also have a copy of my passport and a copy of my driver's license, because I never want to leave my passport with someone. Sometimes when you're out of the country and if you're doing something, they're going to say, hey, leave your passport as a deposit. And I would argue that nicely. You know, you always want to be good, because we're visitors wherever we're going, but we should want to be that wherever we are today in our own country too. So not really arguing, but I would definitely say, no, I don't want to give up my passport. I'd much rather give you a cash deposit and get that back than my passport, because your passport is really the most important thing in my backpack. Is that it's not money, it's not the phone, it's not anything else, it's my passport. So be aware of that. You can leave a copy of it, but just don't leave it. Next on the list, I've got a friend who just got back from Thailand, and so he just gave me, so the local currency there is the Thai baht. And so what was nice about that is not only that he gave me like 370 Thai baht, which will go a nice distance when I get into country. That's a couple nice meals right there. The other nice thing I really got out of it was the fact that I was able to feel the currency, because it feels different than our money here. And so, and just getting used to the denominations, you just got to make sure that you're getting and giving the correct change. And they are a primarily cash system, and some countries are like that. So when you're going other places, don't just think that, hey, I've got my debit card, I've got everything I need, because in many places they don't even take a debit card. It just depends. although I do have that as well. So there I have a Charles Schwab debit card, and then I also have one of my credit cards that I'm taking. And the reason why the two different ones, one is I opened up this Charles Schwab card specifically because there's no ATM fees, there's no conversion fees when I take money out, and there's no cost, so ATM fees when I'm taking money out. They actually, you'll get charged that, but what's cool about this card is that it's just a regular debit card, but they will reimburse you for all your ATM fees and any conversion fees at the end of the month. So even though it might show up at the, as you're rolling through a day that, I have that, that's going to get reimbursed to me at the end of the cycle. So that was a real nice thing. I don't remember what guy I got that from. I'm watching videos, but that's the other thing. I watched a ton of videos to be prepared, because I want to be prepared and have the best time that I can and share this experience with you guys. And those, I went to the bank and got 5 crisp $100 bills. There's no markings on them, there's no writings, there's no tears. I'm making sure to keep them in a nice envelope and then unbroken. The reason being is that when you go to exchange, if the money is not crisp and without any kind of marking on it, if it's not those things, they may not do that. They may not exchange it, and probably won't. And so that's the key to that. But then again, also, I come back to, there are ATMs everywhere in the country, not a problem. When I get to the airport, what I will do is they have currency exchange everywhere you go. It's not a problem finding a place to exchange it, just make sure your cash is right. But the same thing about getting a SIM card. You can get off the plane and step right to a place where you can exchange, where you can get a SIM card for your phone, and you can have all the data you need and a number while you're there. But inside tip, if you go down to the bottom floor, which is where you'd take a taxi from, or the rail link, which is where I'm going to hit, because my hotel, when I get in, is right on that line. If you go down there, you're going to get better rates on your money and when you exchange it. A pro tip, that's one of the things, that's some of the preparation that I've found. So then I've got a little bag, that's kind of like a day bag. And then I've got my earbuds, because you definitely need that. It's a 20-hour flight. A battery backup. And then I've got stuff to clean my glasses. And then I've got anti-diarrheal medicine, because I want to make sure that that is not a problem right off the bat. And then I always try to carry a Band-Aid just in case, whether I need it or somebody else needs it. But it's probably me, because we all know I'm a little klutzy. Anyways, those are the main things that are going in the bag. The last things that are going to go in that backpack are literally, I think, a pair of swimming trunks or 2, shorts, and then like 2 t-shirts. That's all I'm taking for clothes. For one, everything's cheap over there. 2, I don't want to carry a bunch of stuff, and I want to have more space for bringing anything home for you guys while I'm away on this trip. And so that's kind of what this is going to look like. I'll close out the video here in just a second. All right, so I think that ties it all up. So we've got 2 weeks and counting. That's going to go by before I know it. And then I'm going to be on the plane, and I will be sharing that part of the journey with you as well. So have an awesome day, and remember, you're awesome. See ya. I forgot, selfie stick's going with me too. So that's also in the bag. Other than that, not much.